Hello everybody, this is IAmTheChezz here, and welcome back to another Wizard101 Countdown! I know it's been a little while since the last one, but basically some personal issues popped up in my life. I'm not going to talk about what they were, but that's where I've been. In the first one, we did top 5 worlds in Wizard101, and in the comments, most of you are suggesting either top 5 or top 10 spells. So we're going to do something similar, but just be a little bit more specific since there are so many spells in the game, and we're going to do top 10 best looking spells in Wizard101. So this is strictly off of how a spell looks. It has nothing to do with how strong it is or how useful it is. It is strictly aesthetics. Also, I just want to point out that while I was putting this video together, they released the new Shadow Enhanced spells. So although none of those will be in this list, I definitely got to give a shout out to them because all of them look pretty amazing. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started.
Number 10.
So to start the list off, we have Ra. This spell consists of a giant, muscular, shirtless Birdman using an Ankh to blind you with the power of the sun. Already you're probably thinking to yourself, how is it even possible to top this? Though few balanced spells stand out visually overall, Ra certainly is etched into my brain and needed a place on this list. I think it's the abs that won me over the most.
Number 9.
Hey guys, Nicholas Lionrider here, and for my little bit of the video, I'm going to be going over arguably the best spell in the game, the Elephant! How can you not love this thing? Look at it, it's a gigantic elephant knight with a flaming sword! He's like the most unique and interesting design ever! Overall, it was one of the oldest spells in the game, and for me personally, it was the thing that even made me look at the game when I saw it in a commercial some odd 6 years ago. And it was the entire reason I switched from a myth character to a fire, just to get this spell. I hope you're happy, KingZyle, freaky Satanist. And he's good.
Number 8.
So next we have the fearsome, ice-cold amputee seeking his vengeance on the guys that crashed his snowmobile, Frost Giant. One of the more fierce-looking ice spells, Frost Giant stands out amongst the crowd. He's like an angry, bitter old man, which is always what I wanted in a spell. His ice cube hammer and Viking helmet will leave you shaking in your boots as he returns to his cave in the Alps. Seriously though, sorry about your legs, bro.
Number 7.
The next spell is straight out of the finale of Aladdin. The Efri. This flaming genie packs a punch with its flaming sickle of death. Although not one of the prettiest spells in its level tier, it's arguably one of the best with its insane damage and excellent 90% weakness. From its long black goatee to its dreamy abs, the Efri is sure to be a favorite to any fire wizard.
Number 6.
When we think of a calendar, we think of something to throw up on our fridge or our wall, filled with cute pictures of puppies and cats and girls in bikinis standing next to cars for no reason. But this calendar is a bit too large to fit on your fridge. The Celestial Calendar is the only level 88 spell that isn't an animal or dinosaur of some sort. It's a rock. A big one. It's a big freaking rock with some doodles on it. But it's freaking awesome. I mean, look, freaking spinning and stuff, and doom doom doom. Got some worlds in there, and then got them lining up, and then boosh! A beam of light shoots out and kills whoever is dumb enough to check the date on this calendar. No puppies here. Sorry. Rest in peace, you poor soul.
Number 5.
Dr. Von's monster is just great. I mean, he even has his own little origin story. He doesn't just crawl out of some random hole or fly out of a cloud. He is brought to life right before our eyes. Plus, it's just a nice rendition of Frankenstein with that little wizardy touch. By this point, spells were getting pretty fancy when it came to adding more scenery and objects when the spell was used, and Dr. Von was always one of my favorites. It's kind of nice just to see the animation actually have some purpose, rather than just kind of wasting our time. A little laboratory, a crazy doctor, and the shocking awakening of a monster. All I'm saying is this spell knows how to get your attention, and it definitely gets a thumbs up from me.
Number 4.
Storm spells are some of the coolest spells in the game, and Kraken is no exception. As far as rank 4 spells goes, this one was the clear winner in overall looks. All the natural disasters and a vomiting frog have nothing on this guy. Now water, clouds, and rocks are all pretty common with storm spells, but Kraken is just vicious. Look at him! Angry face, broken chains, and a lightning bolt out of thin air. Perfection.
Number 3.
Coming from a myth wizard, Orthrus is probably my favorite myth spell. It's just plain awesome. Not only does it look like it shouldn't even belong in this game, it just looks plain deadly, fearsome, and downright creepy. He crawls out of the giant hole which leads to who knows where and starts wreaking havoc on the battlefield. And just to tie it all together, you have the creepiest freaking moon in the history of astronomy, with its creepy little space and creepy little eyes and just it's not even talking, it's just staring. It's just creepy, it's weird. It's freaking weird. Seriously, King's Isle? What in the Anyways, Orthrus is my personal favorite looking spell, but that's just me.
Number 2.
So here we have Deer Knight. I gotta give a quick shout out to my main man's Justin Shadowblade, because this is basically his pride and joy. He is as shadowy as they come. Strutting out of the woods like some weird armored creep, this deer knows how to catch your attention. And he also has a great figure. And look, his blade is shadowy too! Justin would be so proud. When it comes down to it, this is one of the coolest death spells out there, and one of the best spells overall.
Yo, this is Heather here, and before we get to number 1, I'm going to give a shout out to a few of the spells that didn't quite make the cut. First up, Stormzilla. This chubby little dinosaur hatches from his egg and starts crushing the innocent people in the cities below. Aw, they grow up so fast. Next up, Force Lord, because everyone loves sitting through this 10-minute animation of Bigfoot pulling trees up out of the ground. For all you bacon lovers out there, we have Ninja Pigs. It's like watching a really strange action movie. And because of someone's possible obsession, Courtney, we have Leviathan, because of its death stare to tail smack combo. And finally, King Arcturus, because no matter what school you are, this spell is both powerful and amazing to look at. Unless your myth and got stuck with just plain on regular water. Now let's get back to the countdown. Heather out!
Number 1.
Gnomes! I've said it before and I'll say it again. Gnomes is definitely one of my favorite spells of all time and is the one that is taking the number 1 spot on this list. Now, when you think of life, you think of the dancing satyr or the boob lady and other kind of tame and friendly looking spells. And this one starts up the same way. You're greeted by a nice little happy gnome in his happy little gnome village, and then some of his friends start popping up, and then they're getting together, and then BAM! Whoa! This guy. This gnome means business. He is a gangster, and he is straight up deadly. Although it is a life spell, he definitely manages to look just as tough as any other spell I've seen. Gnomes is by far one of the coolest spells, coolest animations, and definitely coolest life spell by far. Every time he's summoned, I get all excited and giddy, and I just love it. Gnomes is awesome. Simple as that. So that wraps up this countdown. I hope everyone enjoyed. Let me quickly give a thank you to everyone that helped out with this video, including Mr. Nicholas Lionrider, Miss Courtney Olivia, Miss Heather the Wizard, Mr. Justin Shadowblade, Miss KT or K Thunderwalker, Mr. Isaiah Thunderbolt, and a few other people who cast their spells for me so that I could record them. So obviously, since there are so many spells in this game, I don't expect anyone to completely agree with this list, so definitely let us know in the comments what your favorite looking spells are in the game. And also let us know what you would like us to do a countdown of next. We definitely take your ideas into consideration, and it would really help us out with the next one. So until then, I'll see you later.